What is up, everybody? Tumbleverse TV here today. Now, we gotta talk about this news. Sony has officially updated their stance on this whole Horizon Forbidden West situation, this debacle, this big controversy over the weekend, and they are now allowing. They backtracked on their statement, and they are now saying that this is going to be a free upgrade path. If you have the PS4 version, you get to go to the PS5 version. They have backtracked that statement that you got to pay. They wouldn't do it. This was a crazy situation. So, because that's just like bad customer service in general. Just like that whole lying to your consumer base, then just saying we're gonna promise you something from the beginning, then take it away from you. That say, hey, we're not gonna do it anymore. So this is good customer service on our end. I guess people complaining actually changed their opinion about this because it looked so bad in all aspects. So everyone put it, whatever you want to slice it, it looked completely bad. So. And you got Sony fanboys defending this crap. Like, I even saw one guy, he wrote like an entire essay. Like this guy, he wrote this paragraph. He wrote like all this stuff he wrote to defend Sony. Like, look at this. This is like an entire essay right here. Like, what is this? Like all of this. Like, I'm still scrolling. Like, this is just insane. He wrote all that to say how Sony wasn't lying about the upgrade path. Now this is insane. People are making mockery of him now because it's like this is an age well. Like this guy's got the popcorn laughing. This aged well. Now delete this tweet. Gamers won. Fanboys lost. So they're just making mockery at this count. They're just making mockery of this guy. And an 18 tweet thread defend a company screwing you over to then have the same company the very next day say they were wrong and backtrack their decision. But it started leading, but too late. I already got the receipts. Yeah. This dude made an 18 tweet thread. Let me go back to it again. Like this is the length that he went to defend Sony. Like, geez, what is wrong with these people? They literally see Sony as like some type of omnipresent figure or something. Who would type all this out to defend a company? This is crazy right here. So yeah, just once again, this is Sony's official statement from their blog website. Thursday was to be a celebration of Horizon Forbidden West and the amazing team at Guerrilla working to deliver it on April 18, 2022. However, it is abundantly clear that the offerings we confirmed in our pre-order kickoff missed the mark. Last year, we made a commitment to deliver free upgrades for our cross-gen launch titles, which include Horizon Forbidden West, while the pandemic's profound impact pushed Forbidden West out of the launch window. We initially envisioned we would stand by our offer. Players who purchase Horizon Forbidden West on PS4 will be able to upgrade to the PS5 version for free. Yeah, so they have now officially made the upgrade to be free again, which they promised. So that's what shows you when the people actually speak up against these BS practices that these companies do. You get a change, but if you want to be like this guy and be like I don't know, a Sony zealot and defend all of these decisions these companies do, you're not gonna see any positive results from this worshiping of a company. It's just ridiculous at the end of the day. Because like you said, the very next day they changed the decision. So this guy looks like an idiot now. Like, why would you defend a company this far? 18 post tweet. That's just ridiculous. So let's see let's see what people are saying about this down below. When consumers speak up, real change happens. Prime example, you can love a company and still call them out on their BS. Agreed. This is why you speak up no matter how much of a fan you are. Facts 100%. Now we wait for the major Sony burgers next Thursday. Mad respect for listening to your consumers. Good as Sony. Thank you for listening to the community. They didn't listen. Journal upgrades will still be $10. They only backtracked on the rise because they were called out. Yeah, they're still. I kind of missed that part too. So they're still doing the $10 with upgrades. So from the future games, they're charging you $10 for the upgrades. So this would apply to next God of War, Gran Turismo 7, other exclusive cross-gen PS4 and PS5 titles produced by Sony. So they are still charging $10 for that upgrade path, but I'm like, but if you made a statement before, like that's just crazy because in that statement they made before, it simply said Horizon Forbidden West is going to be a free upgrade path. So yeah, so good for this one. They changed it, but they still charge you for those other ones though. So let's see. Good job, Sony. So people are enjoying this news. I'm pretty sure fanboys are probably pissed off. I don't know. I think it's just the real diehard zealots who like the guy who wrote the 18-page tweet. I think they're disappointed. These guys are weird, man. I would never even write that much. I don't, like, dude wrote a whole college thesis paper on defending Sony. It's just ridiculous. like, who goes to that length to defend a company? Like, that's just insane to me. I would never do that in my wildest dreams. Like, that's just ridiculous. So let me see the quote tweets. That was quick. They clearly realized they messed up. At least they fixed it. I mean, there were some people defending Sony's actions too. Like they were just going hard defending Sony. Then the next day they just changed everything. So they look like idiots now. This is why it's important to speak up. Good on PlayStation for making the right decision. The real fans won. Good on you, PlayStation. This was the right move. Way to move on this sooner rather than later. Now we can move on and just be excited for Thursday. When consumers use their voice and express their willingness to support bad business practices, one can force meaningful change. Sony felt the pressure from consumers and changed course. As a result, we can now upgrade Horizon Forbidden West for free. Consumers have the power. Remember that. Yeah, that's definitely true. The companies are nothing without the consumers, not the other way around. Some of these people like to think it's the other way around, but the companies can't do anything if people don't buy the product. So there now y'all can stop being crybabies. Really? You're being crybabies because of something they promised before in the past, but that makes you a crybaby. Can you imagine that? Somebody promised you something, and they say then like a year later they take it back from and say, hey, I'm not gonna live up to this promise anymore, but you're a crybaby because they lied to you. That's interesting. Even though I was fine either way, this is a good look for others to buy the game with confidence. Thank you. Good job, Sony, and more importantly, good job, consumers. Once again, shout out to the PlayStation community and everybody who fought tooth and nail to get PlayStation to change their mind. You guys are the champs. Yeah, everybody who spoke up was a champion. Everybody who made a video talking about it, everybody who made like a tweet on social media, everybody who just made that presence known was a champion because they got them to change that decision. So, like I said, like everybody has a PS5, so this is a good move. So if you get so if you play the PS4 version, you get a PS5 like a few months later, you don't got to pay that extra $70 what they want to charge you. So that's a good move on Sony's part. Sony should definitely fire their employee at PlayStation for trying to force people to pay for the stupid upgrade edition. Thanks for Sony for listening to your fans. Okay. Sony's trying to get away with anti-consumer BS. I don't applaud this. This is how it should have been from the start. Does have a point. It should have been. It should have no controversy to begin with, especially if they promised it. But yeah, at least they changed it though. This is why you speak up and criticize instead of damage control for billion-dollar corporations. Good job at PlayStation. Great news, but this will be your last free upgrade, folks. Says as much at the end of the statement. Yeah, this is the last free upgrade they're doing. They made it clear that the rest of the cross-gen games you have to pay for the PS4 to PS5 upgrade. So they listened. Again, y'all can still buy what you want, but you can always speak up. You MFers are awesome. Okay. Wow, imagine my shock when corporations get outed for lying to take more from consumers and then they suddenly shift decisions. Don't let this stand. I don't want to see any thank you, Daddy Sony responses to this decision. F Sony, F all companies, don't give them this. OS, they switched it up after all. I'm glad they did what they first promised and then set a baseline for the future. I don't really see anyone can not be satisfied with this outcome. The flip, good as PlayStation. While they have listened, however, they could not have tried this crap to begin with, which I'm kind of saying with that point too. It's like we're congratulating Sony, but they shouldn't have tried this stuff to begin with. Like you promised something, don't go back on your promise. It's like that's with anything. This means we have to keep an eye out to kill the arrogance of Sony. The arrogance Sony is showing again. This is something everyone needs to understand. I would not be surprised if they try this crap again soon. Yeah. So. People are pretty much decided. The gamers, the people who spoke out won, so it's pretty cool. Definitely see your thoughts about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.